So I like to switch up my hair, therefore I can't get sister lock. Often I hear this phrase. So or typically someone approach me, be like, oh, I love your hair, is your hair real? I'll be like, yes, my hair is real, it's sister locks. Then be like, oh my god, I wish I can get sister locks, but I like to switch up my hair to different styles, different this, so therefore sister locks is not for me. To me, sometimes when someone says that, generally it just means they're not even ready, they wouldn't even consider sister locks, that they're aware of sister locks. To me, I find sister locks, the versatility of it is amazing. I find my hair so versatile in terms of styling. And at times you just choose not to. The fact that this is how I woke up this morning, I cannot complain, honestly. I just have to do my face, do my eyebrows and my eyelashes. That's pretty much it, really. But other than that, yeah, I do switch up my hair. But eventually you kind of just get used to your hair being down. So for those who want to get sister locks but be apprehensive about it because you're scared that you're going to be locked into a particular style, I wouldn't worry about it because they're so small, they're on a grid. The versatility of them allows you to style them in so many different ways. That's what I find. For me, I'm a bit lazy when it comes to styling my sister locks. When I go out, I like to put them in plaits and then take the plaits out. That's as adventurous as I got. And of course, I put little highlights no longer ago, back in, I think, May or June, right? So that's it. That's as far as my adventure goes. But otherwise, to be honest, what beats the idea of wanting to have different styles is the freedom. I think to me, the freedom. Now, I have a very busy life. When I say that, I work from home, so to some people it's not busy because you're working from home. But generally, I find that if I'm working in the office, for example, when I wake up in the morning to get ready, because I still have to go into the office like once or twice a week, I find that the hair is the least of my worries, particularly once it's been retightened. Even if it's not retightened, you can just retighten the front and it looks neat. But I find the freedom of having sister lock does essentially mean you are ready to go. You're always ready to go. Your hair is a non-issue. So I think that is really one of the positive of having sister locks. Your hair, your face can be a beat. No makeup done, no worry, your sister locks are done. Your eyes are puffy, like my eyes tend to be puffy. By the way, I don't need sleep, it's genetics. Before I get recommendations, I was born with them. They're running my side of the family. But yeah, puffy bags, no worries, your sister locks are fixed, right? In a rush to get somewhere, no worries, your sister lock are fixed. I don't even spray water in my sister locks anymore. When you first get your sister locks, you're supposed to spray water in them daily. I stopped doing that a long time ago. And anyway, I tend to find at the moment is my sister locks are quite long and I do need heat to dry them, particularly in winter, because it's not like the air is warm outside. So if I wash my hair, I generally do have to use a hairdryer to get it going. In the summer, if it's hot outside, I would just literally wash it, go for a walk, and it will dry quite quickly. But in winter, no. And also, if you don't dry your sister lock when it's this as long as this, your hair can start smelling of damp, and you don't want that. So just try to avoid having damp sister locks for a prolonged period of time because it can get the damp smell. Although it's easy to get rid of, just use vinegar. A lot of people do the apple cider vinegar mixture with their shampoo, and it seems to cleanse the hair. So that's fine. So there are solutions around it, I would say, but generally I'm loving the freedom of having sister locks so much that it's never even occurred to me that cutting them off is even an option. Ever. My only worry is, like with so many women, in our early 40s, is hair thinning. And I think a lot of women, whether you're black, white, Indian, whatever race you might be, I think all of us at some point worry about hair thinning, particularly if your hair's in association with menopause. You can get hair thinning because you're going through menopause and stuff like that. So that is a cause of concern. And then of course we see other women, similar age category, from as young as in their 30s, they're beginning to lose their hair. So that is a bit of a concern for me, as with many women. So I don't think I'm unique in that. And I think there is a general consensus that if you are worried if you experience quite a lot of hair thinning, particularly on a crown, is to recommend to cut your Sisterlocks off. So that's that one. But yeah, that's the only thing. But other than that, gosh, when I tell you I love my Sisterlocks, I cannot emphasize enough. And I also, in my household, all my kids were locked at one point, but my middle son, who's 16, he cut off his locks. My daughter, who's 6, she's got Sisterlocks. And my son, who's 21, he also has brother locks. So I had 2 with brother locks, and me and my daughter have Sisterlocks. Let me know if you want to see the video of my son with brother locks or just his brother locks. I'm sure you were happy to share his brother locks. He's been locked now for quite a few years. D, how many years have you been locked now?
Probably 5.
Okay, he's been locked for about 4. Yeah, I think 4. He's been locked for about 4 years. So his locks are lovely, and he's one of those people blessed. And I mean, my son is blessed with the thickest hair you can imagine. You know, when you see people on Instagram, like women, they've got this amazing afro, like this afro that is everybody is to die for, right? Even before locking his hair, at one point, my son, even his like with hair like a 4C, it grew down to his back. So if you look at his hair, he's only got just the middle part of his head locked, but it looks like it's his entire head, because that's how much hair he has. Literally, my entire hair is what he has on the center of his head. Now, please tell me, how unfair is that? That's so unfair. I feel like it's so unfair, but his hair is gorgeous. It's got the most gorgeous locks, so thick. He does suffer with frizz, because he does wash his hair quite frequently, and typically he never stuck to the rules of banding and washing, and he doesn't like to have any kind of dirt in his hair or any kind of grease. So he washes his hair twice a week, even when he was newly done. Of course, I despise that as the person that locked his hair. But yeah, let me know. I think I'll put the picture of his hair, of what it looks like now. And I might have to go through my gallery 4 years ago to find what his hair looked like when I first locked it. That was a few years back. But yeah, anyway, so all of us, and my middle son, he had the most incredible locks, brother locks. And he was just like, nah, I don't fancy them anymore. And he just cut them off. After that, he had cutter's remorse, and he asked me to put them back in. And you know what my answer was? Hell no. We spent like days and days doing his hair. And then my guy was just like, one day, I just want to cut my hair off. And I'm like, really? Really? I was like, cool. But I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to do his hair again until he's much, much older and ready for the locks. But yeah, anyway, sorry for the long video, but I just asked you to share some little information about myself and stuff like that. But if you have any questions, by all means, do ask. As I said, I was locking hair for quite some time. I've had the pleasure of locking many women. I have a pretty demanding job right now, so I don't lock hair anymore. And the space I was using at home is like went under renovations and stuff. We needed to make a bigger space, you know, family's growing and stuff, so I stopped locking hair. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions. But anyway, please don't forget to like and subscribe and share to anybody who think this message is for. All right, bye.